Hello, fellow Space Rangers. This is my Toy Story collection, Buzz Lightyear, and I wanted to show him to you and do a little bit of a review. I don't have his box or the certificate of authenticity with me, but the box is just like the Space Ranger box in the Toy Story films, and the certificate of authenticity basically talks about how for these Toy Story collection figures, they used the digital data from Pixar's equipment to make the molds for the figures, and so they are like certified authentic. They're the most authentic Toy Story toys ever made, and that's just indisputable. It's fact. And they are incredible. They've come down a little bit in price since they've been out for a few years, but they originally were $50 and I believe £50 in the UK. So this Buzz is about 12 inches tall, just like in the movies. And there's a lot to go over with this figure, and it's a little bit confusing. And I just had him sent over to me because I live away from my parents' house, which is where he was at. And so it's been a while since I've fiddled with him, so I don't really remember everything, but I'll try and cover it all. I'm going to go ahead and turn him on now. And he's got two modes, okay? And that's one of the pluses. Like, you push this.
I am Buzz Lightyear.
Okay, so that's him in toy mode, and you just push either the red button or the green button, and he says phrases that the Buzz Lightyear toy says in the Toy Story universe.
I protect the galaxy from the threat of invasion. I come in peace.
And maybe you can tell it doesn't sound that great of quality, and that's done on purpose.
To infinity and beyond.
Because he's meant to sound like a toy. But he's got this other mode, which is him kind of coming to life. And you bring him to life by pushing the blue button, and here we go.
I am Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger.
See, so you can maybe tell the difference with the sound. It sounds a lot more, I don't know how to describe it, but you can maybe hear it.
No readout yet if the air is breathable. I better keep my helmet closed.
So what do? We open his helmet.
The air isn't toxic. How dare you open a spaceman's helmet on an uncharted planet? My eyeballs could have been sucked from their sockets. Switching to internal air supply.
That's cool. He knows when his helmet is up and when it's down. And
are you ready for adventure in uncharted space?
see, he responds to sound, and it can get kind of annoying, but you can turn him off very easily.
To infinity and beyond.
Now, with his laser, the light actually goes. It's a different sound, though, than what's used in the films, except for one time that I can think of.
Local law enforcement, it's about time you got here. My ship is
Other times, I'm just shutting him up. So that sound, the laser sound, if I remember right, that's only used once in the Toy Story films. Usually it's a higher pitch, like, not quite like that, but that's okay. With this communicator, it opens up, and let me put him back into live mode, because then you can hear the sound.
I am Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger.
Come on. I'm having trouble opening it. There we go.
Yes, I need to rendezvous with Star Command.
See, so there's that decal in there, and most Buzz Lightyear figures don't have that.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Command, Star
This
Command.
one does. And his fingers can move individually, which again, most Buzz figures, the
My
fingers
ship is run
are
off course to Sector 12.
molded
Do you
together. And with his wings, you push this button.
I can
Come on.
fly around this room with my eyes closed.
So something awesome about this is that these lights,
Have you seen my spaceship? It'll take weeks to repair it.
the lights don't ever go off. They stay, they keep flashing for as
Perhaps some fresh air will
long as
help.
you've got
Could
the
you please
wings
help me
out.
open my helmet? It's good to breathe planetary air again. Thank you.
Now, this next mechanism, it doesn't work as well as it used to, but usually
Thank you. I would prefer the helmet down for a while.
you can get him to know when he's flying, or you can just push that button to make the sounds. But let's see if it works.
Deep.
There we go. See, it's a bit off now.
See? I can fly.
It used to work better than it does now, but if you kind of have him down like that, it makes the sounds. And then you just tilt him back.
That was a great adventure.
So that's pretty cool. I'm going to turn him off now. That gives you kind of an idea of the things that he says and the things that he does. Just a really cool toy, and I would recommend him for kind of older collectors and responsible children. My nephew has the version of this figure. There are two versions that I know of. This one, and then one that's got the blue utility belt from Toy Story 2. And my nephew has that one. And over the years, I taught my nephew to be really careful with his toys and to treat them with respect. And so because of that, as far as I know, his Buzz figure is still in perfect condition, or, you know, good condition within reason. But I would suggest not getting this for a kid who doesn't treat his toys very well. I would not suggest this because there are cheaper versions that obviously don't do as much. They're not collector editions, and they're not, you know, they're not like, they don't have their certificates of authenticity and all that. But if you're responsible or you're a grown-up like me, then I would recommend this figure. He's really awesome. And so there you have it. Keep an eye out for my other Toy Story figure reviews, which should be up like right now. And thank you very much for your time.